The 21st century belongs to the swift. Organizations of the future will be lean and agile, able to make decisions on the fly. 24/7 is a reality. It will no longer be the big eating the little, but the fast eating the slow. As companies move to just-in-time inventory from the old just-in-case approach, many do not realize how much more tension that puts onto the system. If developmental leadership is not part of your organizational DNA, you will not succeed. Those companies with cultural barriers to wide sharing of needed information simply cannot operate at net speed. Soon there will be but two categories, the quick and the dead. I'm Jerry Duff. I've studied, practiced, written about, and taught leadership for nearly 30 years. There's one lesson that stands out. Real leaders develop followers. I want to introduce the developmental leadership model. Notice that there are 4 leader styles: training, coaching, counseling, and partnering. The most effective leader approach or style depends on the development of the follower. Followers then are categorized as learner, player, associate, and partner. Now each of the development levels is made up of attitude and ability, or perhaps confidence and competence. Followers develop as they make gains in one or both. Now the objective of real leaders is to develop the followers to the full partner role in the organization. Just as no healthy parent wants their child to be forever dependent, organizations remain healthy only as they develop their people. Great leaders are great trainers. Nobody wants to fail. They simply don't know how to succeed. Now, let's look at 4 applications where training is the appropriate style. First, a person that's eager and anxious to succeed, but low in competence. In other words, they know that, but not know how. For example, new person, someone right out of school. Second scenario, an emergency. Now suppose I'm involved in a serious accident. The ambulance rolls up and the EMTs rush up to me and the first thing they say is, "Ooh, let's form a committee." No! I need structure. I need somebody in charge. I may go into shock. A mentality begins to creep in. Hey, I just work here. All pays the same. Gallup poll of over 1 million employees put industry average at only 25% of employees actively engaged in the business. 55% were disengaged and 20% fully regressed. For a rough and conservative approximation of what that cost your organization, multiply the total number of employees times the average salary plus benefits and divide the result by 10. Now regression takes on 2 very distinct forms. The young, the mobile, the well-educated, the future A players, they quit and leave. That's expensive. The mid-career person with family or community ties quits and stays. That's real expensive. Roadies, the military calls them, retired on active duty. Their best efforts now go into the church, the club, the garden, the roses, the hot rod, the second job. Now there's nothing wrong with any one of those except your organization is now getting second best, leftovers. You can't compete in this century with quit and stay employees. Real leaders develop followers. Now, this is not passive delegating, some uninvolved absentee management, kick your feet up and read the Wall Street Journal arrogance, and it's not out-of-touch PowerPoint conference room jockeys making yet another glitzy and clueless presentation. It's active partnering, characterized by low directive behaviors and low supportive behaviors. Now, at this point, you're no longer just adding to your effectiveness. You're multiplying. You're doing your most important work. You're developing others. In my book, I call this leader making. Unless companies change at the pace and scale of the market, their performance will almost inevitably slide into mediocrity. Speed and change demands developed employees. For the new century, leadership is developmental, not situational.